Okay, there's a couple issues I want to go over in this video. We are having troubles with our calendar marking off properly, and one of the issues that is causing this is the cut and paste. Now, normally when you type in an appointment, I do October 25th at 11 a.m. Okay, come down here October 25th at 11 a.m. And if you give it a minute, it marks off. And everything is working properly. Now with that, how we calculate that is there's a formula over in these two hidden rows. Now you don't see the formula because I have them hidden, but they are there. So now that is all calculating properly. And as you can see, what it is doing is it is adding this and this together in order to mark off that time. Okay, so now when you are using cut and paste, which is either Control X or by doing it this way, or Control V, this is moving it down here, and yes, everything down here is adding up properly. But then what you have up here, you delete your IMAC number, which we don't want to do, and then you also delete the formula out of this row. So if I was to schedule an appointment in this row, let's do the 11 a.m. again. Okay. As you can see down here, it is not going to change because the formula is not up here to calculate and mark it off the calendar. So we do not want to delete this formula. So if I undo that, okay, so that is the cut and paste that way. Another would be if you were just to cut and paste this right here alone. Now what that's going to do is that still works, and then come up to here. As you can see, it's still causing problems. So let me do that again for you. If you were to highlight these two, cut and paste them down here. What it's doing down here is, yes, it pasted the formula down here, but if you go back up to this row, now this row is not calculating right. So the next person to go and put an appointment down in here, it's actually still going to be reading the information that you cut and paste to a different cell. So we don't want to use the cut and paste in that way either. Okay, so we're going to undo that. And so the only part that you really would want to cut and paste is this area right here. Because if I cut and paste this down here, I'm not going to mess with that formula. So only from operator info and home owner and customer information could you cut and paste. Preferably, we would not want you to use cut and paste at all. Okay, another issue that we are having besides the cut and paste is the drag and copy. A lot of people want to, they're scheduling 7 appointments and the next appointment down is for 11 a.m. and they want to just copy it down. Well, if you want to copy, you're going to hit this corner. You're going to cover over the corner till you get this plus sign, and then you're going to drag. Okay, so if we click on our formulas, that's correct, and that's correct. So that is calculating properly. Now, one thing that people are doing is they are taking this, highlighting it, and then they're hovering over the blue outline, which is giving them the hand symbol. When you get that hand symbol and you click and drag down, that is the same thing as doing a cut and paste. So now you got your formula down here, and that's right, but if you go over the one up here, as you can see, this top one is actually calculating the formula below it. So it's not going, if I put in a different time here, like, see, let's do 10/25, and we'll do 10:30 instead. Okay, and then, okay, and so now we did 10:30. As you can see, it didn't mark off here, it marked off here. And why did it do that? Because this is actually calculating this new date and time. So it's adding these two date and times and saying that this appointment is for these two date and times instead of this time. So we want to make sure we avoid doing that. So again, what you need to avoid doing, let's undo that, is anything where you select any information, even if you select this and you hover over this blue line and get the white hand and drag and drop. We do not want to do that. What you want to do is hover and drag over here until you get the plus sign and then drag and drop. And as you can see, that calculates. And actually, you don't even want to do that because it changes the time. Pretty much what you want to do is just do the Control-C, do the copy, Control-V, or paste. And that will still calculate right. Okay, that's all I wanted to cover in this video. Just make sure you are not using the hand symbol and you are not using cut and paste. All right, thank you.